right, you freaking little dorks. It's time for Adam Warlock. In the MCU, I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I'm going to start getting ready for work. I'm just going to look at the bottom of the box, look at the side of the box. Adam Warlock. Yes, plus, let's add it. Touchscreen, no bio. We got this on the side. All we need to do now is check out Rocket. And then we also have the deluxe Groot. But we'll wait because we got to open this up first. Adam Warlock. Happy that this guy... I wonder if that's an Infinity Stone. I wonder what that is. We'll find out in the movie, I guess. Let's just get to it and crack this bad boy open. Alright, man's literally doesn't come with any accessories, so all we have are the Build-A-Figure parts. Just a tail for the dog, Cosmo, a little peg. Then he has the helmet for Cosmo. No hands, no nothing else. Kind of disappointing, but you know, whatever. Used to it at this point, Hasbro. I'm used to it. Alright, and here is our Adam Warlock out of the packaging. Little disappointing, a little underwhelmed off the bat. I have a weird defect on his forehead. I don't know if you can see that line right there. It looks like he got freaking crazy unibrow. But yeah, he's kind of got like some little butthole eyes. Kind of looks a little weird. His eyebrows are barely there. His little gem, Infinity Stone, whatever that is, looks pretty nice though. I like the hair, kind of like golden shiny. He's like all golden. Pretty cool. I like the fit. I like his little, I don't know if that's a bone, like skull and bones, kind of like a skull thing, but it's cool. Like the line work in here and the texture of the suit looks pretty cool. Very futuristic, spacey. You know, little gauntlets right there. Kind of reminds me of Homelander when I was doing the unboxing right now, like opening it. It looked kind of like the back. Like, that's Homelander right there, huh? I like the design on the cape too. These little prints or whatever, it's textured, listen. That's actually textured on there, so that's pretty nice little detail. I like that a lot. The boots came out pretty cool. No thigh cut, or what do you call this? Calf cut, but it's cool. Let's lift up the cape. It's got some texture back there, the back of the figure. Yeah, I don't know if I really am a fan of these like gold lines on top of the gold, but I mean, if that's how he looks in the movie, then I'm not gonna complain. But I just wish that they were maybe a different color, maybe more red. Like, you know what I mean? Add more red to it. Make it pop out, make the lines stick out more. But yeah, this figure's alright. I mean, I wish it came with extra hands. Not even that thick. From the back, he looks cool. You know. All right, for articulation, my man looks up just a little bit. He's on a bit of a it looks like a dumbbell joint, so he looks down just a little bit. Rotates side to side, of course. Ball jointed shoulders that go up about this much. Rotate all the way around, but they do get hindered by his shoulder pads, so they stick out when you go up like that. Got that bicep swivel, of course. Pinless, double jointed elbows. We do have wrist rotation, and it is on the disc hinge. It does not go back too much because of the little plating on his hands, but it does go forward quite a bit. Then we have a diaphragm joint that goes back about that much. Kind of cool, but it also leaves a huge gap in his chest. So that sucks. It goes forward just a tad, not too much. Decent. Does rotate side to side, of course. Shift side to side as well. The leg goes up about that much, which is pretty deep, pretty good actually. I mean, it just goes up. Legs go out about that much, fair. We got that thigh cut, of course. Pinless, double jointed knees that go about this much. Not complaining about that at all. Foot does go up. We have no boot cut or anything. I think I mentioned that before. Foot does go forward, it goes back, and then it does go side to side. Yeah, no. Thanos! And then for some size comparisons, of course, I had to bust out some Star Wars first, because, you know, I like to mix and match. He looks a little too superhero-y to throw in with them, but, I mean, I think he could still work. You know what I mean? If you know the context of him, he's like a cosmic being, sort of. They're, you know, in space all the time. You understand what I'm going for, right? Alright, here he is next to Vision, because I feel like they're a good parallel for each other. Like, they just both got the cape, they both got the gem in the head, they both are muscular beings that aren't really human or a regular alien. They're, like, super powered. And then, of course, we got everyone's favorite, Captain Marvel. Everyone's favorite, right? Alright, and I had to bust out some Power Rangers in space, because, you know, space theme, cosmic beings, Guardians of the Galaxy, Da, 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 da. And here he is with the rest of the wave that we have thus far. The only one we need to bust out is, I think, Rocket and Groot, the deluxe. But yeah, here they all are. The main squad of the movie. Kind of a huge cast of people to be invested in one movie. You know what I mean? 2, 4, 6, and then 7, 8 with Groot and Rocket. That's a lot of people. And then if you know Adam Warlock, you know that Thanos is his arch nemesis damn near. So had to bust out the Build-A-Figure. Or no, this is the... I believe this is the 3-pack Thanos, not the actual Build-A-Figure. But yeah, just to see how they stack up, because I'm going to make them fight for sure. There's no doubt about it. Alright, so final thoughts on this guy. I'm a little disappointed in him, to be quite frank. I wish he came with extra hands. I wish he came with... not this huge unibrow across his head. You can see it right there, that line across his face. He looks a little goofy. I don't know if that's the actor's fault or what, but yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the only figures I think you need from the wave, because I mean, like, we don't have Adam Warlock yet, so this is the only figure we got for the MCU at least. So yeah, I wish he came with some extra hands. That would have sold me a little bit more. I think the design is alright. I wish that they filled out these lines more on him. He just looks kind of plain. If they had the more red lines, I think I'd enjoy it a little more. But I mean, who's to say? But I think that if you are doing a display where you have every character, I think you have to get this one right. Like, he's Adam Warlock. We've been waiting for him for a long time to enter the MCU. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't even throw us the High Evolutionary, right? Like, that's who the bad guy is. I'm surprised they haven't even thrown him in there. We'll probably get a deluxe version of him later on down the line, or like a regular release later on down the line. But you know, for right now, this Adam Warlock is alright, I guess. It's not the best. They could have done better with it, but you know, I'm just a nerd who likes toys, and I still paid for this. You know, I still paid full price for this, and I'm not necessarily mad about it, but I am a little what's the word? I'm not impressed. I'm just a little underwhelmed. There you go. A little underwhelmed with it. So, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt when making your purchase on this. I think it's cool to have if you're, you know, you want all the figures. You don't need all, I mean, not all the figures, but if you're a completionist and you want all the MCU figures, and yeah, obviously, no brainer. But, you know, kind of mid. Other than that, I got nothing else to say. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a beautiful day and the rest of your week. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay.